Hi everyone, my name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium where I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the debut and the finale of this game called ActRaiser. We have two songs, Pyramid Marahna from the channel Yuzo Koshiro Music, and then another one called Fillmore from the channel Mike, requested by A Wild Sarah and Happy Build. Thank you so much. Super Nintendo. I've never heard of this game, but I am excited for this composer. Fun fact, the last video I did for VGM Vibes, the desert themes, my favorite song at the very end was a Yuzo Koshiro song. So one thing I found interesting about this is that this one's called Pyramid Marahna, and the box art, I see pyramids. So maybe this is like a main theme. And finally, another thing I noticed is that this says Enix. Now, I've heard of Square, and I know they made a merger with Square Enix, but this is the first time I've ever seen like just something Enix by itself. That's exciting. Let's go. Create order from chaos. ActRaiser. The logo, the font looks like a band name or something. Okay, the debut of ActRaiser. Pyramid Marahna. Oh, this could have worked for the desert themes, actually. The Egyptian melodies of the Phrygian scale. Man, Yuzo Koshiro's so good. I'm gonna turn this up. Are we inside this pyramid when this is playing? Creepy. Was that it? It is a SNES, so small loops are expected. Oh, okay. Whatever's happening here, it's giving me like the feeling of like a very dark area, similar to Sandopolis, Act 2, we're inside the pyramid, but it's like dark. I'm getting the exact same feeling here. This is funny, the timing of me hearing this right after doing an hour-long video on desert themes, where it was loaded with stuff like this. That's pretty funny, actually. This part sounds like what's that place in Pokemon? The scary area? Lavender Town. Just a little bit. The same feeling, at least. You know, with the name of ActRaiser, I was expecting like something like the old Doom soundtrack. You know, just something kind of like chiptune metal or something. It's cool though. Actually, I don't know if Yuzo Koshiro has done like metal sounding stuff. I'm sure he has. Let me hear this intro really quick again. The intro is so interesting to me because it's like it doesn't play for the rest of the song. It just is bringing in the forthcoming notes. It kind of tells you right away that there's something like afoot. Something's weird. Something's creepy, ominous, odd about this place. I don't know what kind of game this is yet. I'll contemplating if I want to look it up, but I might since it's the only request on the channel, so it's the only time it's going to appear here, so I might check it out. One thing I was thinking as I was hearing this is I wonder what the oldest Yuzo Koshiro song I've ever heard is. I thought it could have been like the Streets of Rage stuff. That was him, right? Yeah, but that was Sega. Actually, let's find out one thing really quick before I go to the next one. Let me just see the ActRaiser release date. 1991. Streets of Rage release date. August 1991. So Streets of Rage came out 3 months before this one on a different console. Man, Yuzo Koshiro was busy in the 90s. Okay, so this isn't... So I wonder if Streets of Rage is the oldest I've heard from him. Well, I'll tell you this. This is very fascinating to me because, like I said, I don't know if this is a desert theme. I'm going to guess it is. I would lump together like pyramids, Egyptian, stuff like that into the desert themes because they're synonymous. But I will say, if you watch that video of the VGM Vibes 11, I did like an hour's worth of desert themes from all kinds of consoles, years, whatever. And the number one song, my favorite song, was from Yuzo Koshiro, and it was a desert theme. So he seems to be very good at this, and he's good at a lot of things. But that's just not what I was expecting. That's really cool. It's very interesting looking at this. It's just a couple pyramids with lightning directly above it, and that's it. And then like a kind of broken seal above. So I don't know. But yeah, definitely the whole like Phrygian thing. Da, 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 da. There's just a lot of the traits of the Phrygian scale in this. The long drony notes, the legato notes at the beginning, da, na, 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 things, notes that are really close to each other. They give like this tension. The whole thing felt very tense, which is what Phrygian does. It's giving this kind of exotic feel, and yeah, it's really cool to hear that in a chiptune version. Though I haven't heard that too much, but I know it exists. We're gonna jump into this next one. That was really cool. I'm guessing that's the main theme though, unless there's multiple pyramids. This one's extended, so I'm obviously not gonna hear all 15 minutes of it, but I will check out a couple loops of it. This one's called Fillmore. Let me see what that means before I check it. I don't know what that means. I know that's the name of a place. What does Fillmore mean, though? Very... It's a surname? Okay. Someone's name? Okay. Fillmore. From ActRaiser. Maybe this is a boss character theme. Let's go. This is the energy I was expecting in the last one. That's a really cool logo, too. Wow, what a change. This is an action game? ActRaiser. That's an interesting name too, ActRaiser? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Golufia, Castlevania. You know what I noticed about this requester, who's been with me on the channel for a couple years now? Fan of the bass, just like me. This is interesting combination of like a funky bass line with like a classical overtone. You don't hear that too much. That's an interesting concoction. Oh, there's a pad over here on the right side. There's like 5 instruments right here. Bass, the strings. No, 4 I think. And then there's 4 different pads. 2 different pads on each side. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like East before East happened. Actually, I don't know how old East is, but it sounds like East, the chiptune. Yeah, it really does, actually. Ugh, that hits so hard. So the first one sounded very mystical and Egyptian. This one sounds more like mystical as well, but it sounds very like almost castle, but like evil castle. I can't get Castlevania out of my head. It sounds like Castlevania. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna hear this for like another maybe 2 minutes. That's catchy. And it's one word too, ActRaiser. Let's pull up the Wikipedia in the meantime. I'm not gonna look at it yet. Just gonna pull it up. Oh, new screen. Oh God, what are these faces? I like this. That's cool. It's like a bunch of legato into staccato. The complete opposite. Yuzo Koshiro is very good at lead melodies. And percussion, you know, he's got that, with Streets of Rage, he's got that, like, he knows how to hold a beat. Oh, with the bass going alongside of it. Let's do one more loop. That's a good loop. Oh, you know what? Instead of the wiki, maybe I should just look up gameplay of it. Just like a minute or something. Alright, let me start fading it out. Manually fading it out myself. So, damn. Wait, is there any more screenshots? Oh, there was. Cool. What is happening here? Oh my gosh. Damn. Is this fan art or is this like in-game stuff? I see those faces have returned. Okay. Well, it definitely looks like some kind of adventure game. Looks like we're a hero with a sword. I lost my train of thought when I saw the images. Oh, The reason that melody sticks out to me, and probably one of the reasons why you probably still remember it growing up, is the two complete contrasting musical notions of legato and staccato. Legato is notes running smoothly together, do-do-do-do-do, with as less strokes or plucks or whatever as possible. So instead of like do-do-do-do-do, I'm just like do-do-do-do. Whereas staccato is the complete opposite, and it's the way I can remember it is that staccato sounds like stuck, so like tick, tick, tick. And it's a legato run followed by like some staccato stabs. Da 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 da. It kind of plays with like both sides of your brain a little bit, and that's gonna get stuck in my head. I can already feel it. Okay, so it's kind of unfortunate that this is the only request for this game. I'm going to pull up just some random long play really quick. I want to see what it looks like. I'm just gonna click this random one from Long Play Archive. Love that channel. I use them for the my BGM vibes. Let's just click this first part says Fillmore Sim. This is from the channel Long Play Archive. I'm just clicking random stuff without sound. Oh, it's not what I expected at all. Okay, so it's a top down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Oh, do you enter towns and then it becomes a side scroll? Oh. Damn, this looks like Shinobi, kind of. Wait a minute, the very first timestamp is Fillmore Act 1. Did we just hear the first... I might put sound on here in a second. Did we just hear the first area? So it's Fillmore Act 1, Fillmore Act 2. Whole game is 3 hours long. Because to me that sounded like a boss. Hold on, I'm kind of tempted to hear this really quick. Okay, hold on. Let me hear this really quick. I want to see if it's the same song. I should do this more often. Well, I totally was never going to guess this. Damn, this game looks good. That game looks good. It really reminds me of Shinobi, though. Like the UI, the first areas look like this kind of starting forest. Oh, the art. If you look at the background where it looks like it's a forest going into the background, that looks really, really cool. Oh, what is the name of that? It's like an artistic, is that perspective? Right, like the dot in the middle and then it just makes it like a 3D effect. I think it's called perspective. Well, what the heck? The little, the notch holding that log together is a skull. It's right under his feet. Okay, yeah, that is nowhere near where I thought it was gonna play. Okay, so first of all, I was thinking like kind of like a dark castle, maybe nighttime, but it really sounded like a boss to me. It just had the feeling of a boss. Apparently, you're just walking through a forest in the daytime with monsters and what have you. But what I found interesting is I don't know how common this was back in the day, but like it's got this kind of like traditional bird's eye view RPG thing, but it turns into a side scroll. Oh, look at that. That's what I was thinking of right there. Wait a minute. Fillmore Act 2. Hold on, now I'm curious about Fillmore Act 2. Unless it plays in both. Hold on. This is exciting. Let me just click this really quick. Don't mind me. Oh, the first song we heard. Unless these songs get used in different locations. What are the odds that the songs that I just heard that were not requested anywhere near each other, nor were they asked to be paired together, I heard them both in the two starting areas of the game? But that's interesting though, because the first one says Pyramid Marahna, and this one says Fillmore Act 2. I don't know. You guys can tell me. But that's really cool that I happened to see the first two levels and there's the songs I heard. Oh, there's an ActRaiser 2 as well. Okay. Well, I have no other requests for ActRaiser, so let me know your memories with this game. This sounds really cool and it looks really good. So to me, this looks like kind of a maybe like a cult classic game. You see the eyes in the background. That's so dope. And Yuzo Koshiro again. I have nothing but good praises on it. So again, this was the Long Play Archive channel, and it's only a 3-hour game. But let me know if you played this when it came out. What other songs should I check out? I can't react to them because there's no more, but you know, maybe just let me know whatever. And whatever happened to ActRaiser? Did this become an IP? Did the main character get used somewhere else? That kind of thing. You know, Nintendo likes to recycle characters in different areas. Is this an original IP? Did it come from something else? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Really cool. I'm glad I checked out this video. Thank you, Happy Bell and Wild Syrah. That's the end of ActRaiser, unfortunately. So until next time. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.